Hey guys, my name is Nogan, and welcome to my Super Plus series. I hope you guys are doing good. It's been some time since I recorded a video for the channel. My apologies, guys. Um, but in today's video, we are focusing on the public keyword in C++ and how it's been used in the class scope. If you guys haven't watched the previous video, it's been like a couple of days. We just focus on trying to introduce like what is a class in C++. Only the current object on top that you check it out because it was much more like a defined approach like what is like a class in C++. But now into this video we just try to go into like the keyword of public. What does public mean in C++ in its own orientation and so on. Now the public keyword in C++ is a means of trying to find the information hidden in a class scope, which means it's a means of like a visibility access specifier. Now a specifier is something called a class. But in the class called is public, which means in its own vicinity, it means something about now what you can use in a class to see or not to see eventually as a means of like a specifier, like public. Now here, outside the main function, we say class keyword. I'll name this class name student. Okay. Now the ID. E just managed to eventually generate for us by default constructors. Let me just remove these things now. We don't need these things for now. Okay. So what we just have like a basic standard program here of a class you can see here. Now this public is what we'll be focusing on today as an X specifier. So this will be our access specifier. Awesome. Also include another header file called hash include string. Awesome. Now I'm gonna say here string name rest public again is specifier int age int number public again, which means I'm having a few of the members and methods. I'm gonna just say void display. Okay, so eventually, as you can see, guys, I have now 3 public keywords here. The function of a public is to just give access now of all the methods that are here in members now outside the class scope in the main function. So it gives us access to get those attributes or functionalities of the class scope eventually outside of the class functionality, because inside the main function here, if I want to use this methods in members here, what I have to use, I have to use the class student as a means of like a type with an object, as you'll see in a moment right now. So the key thing about this eventually just to try and get like all this members here and methods outside of it by using now this public keyword as X specifier, as you can see here. Now let me just try and define this display in here and also try to see out a few statements so we can see the data. Let me just say student name. Let me say address. Okay, see out again. Say our student gonna be student age. All right. Awesome. This will be our student number. Awesome. Okay, so basically right now here this method here of this function now of display will eventually just display now this for our statements statements here of now name, address, age, also number. Now in the main function I'm gonna use now the class called student as a new type with an object now to eventually get all the access of those members that are defined in the scope, which means I'm going to say now here student again. Now after student again, I'm going to say now Ronnie, and Ronnie again, dot name. Now here, what I'm doing, I'm just now initializing Ronnie. Awesome. So after this again, now because remember, how many members do you have there? More than one member. I'm going to say Ronnie again. Dot address. I'm going to say now Madison Street 10. Ronnie again. Dot say age 2. Dot again number 10 50 24. Okay, awesome. But also again, you see out all those segments, have to say only dot display, so you can see all those outputs have now been defined in this function of display. Awesome. So guys, control shift B to compile the program so you can see any new thing. Okay. So after this right now here, I'm gonna do I'm gonna run a program, see like what's the output. Awesome. As you can see, we have now output here, an output window. We have student name Ronnie, student address Madison Street 10, student age 22, and student number also 10 50 74. Awesome. Now guys, let's say for example, if you wanted to eventually try to define a method outside the class. Interesting. So what you do eventually, want to define a class, like a method outside the class, eventually outside here. What you do, let's just add another method here, say introduce. Declare it there. Now, if you want to define the class, like a function outside the class, what you do first, very important, is the type of the method, which means it will be void here. After this, now where it's been defined, in which scope, which means a class name will be now student. After this, now you have to use something called now the scope resolution operator, which is like a double sign, which means not double sign, it's going to be double points, it's going to be dot. After this, now you know, just say let's introduce, yes, clear bracket, semicolon. After this, say okay, this. Okay, let me see out. Let me say hi. How are you? And how do you feel? Deeply. Nice message. Awesome. So after this, eventually, as you can see, we define now a method outside the class scope fundamentally, which means it's based on the syntax right now here. This function now here is legal because why? It's defined by the type of the function, in which class name is it defined, which is now the operator here, and also the function name. Awesome. And this function has been defined now outside the class scope. Awesome. Now in the main function here, the beauty of now of public is eventually because even though this function has been defined here, as you can see, we can still use now in the main function because why? The public keyword on top, as you can see on top here, gives us now that functionality to say now this method is been defined or has been declared in this class student, but now under the public specifier as a means of now visibility. If you come and see now Ronnie dot, as you can see now, it's been also been displayed here, given here as an option. It's going to introduce and do this. Awesome. So run this and see what's the output. Awesome. As you can see, guys, now we have now this four opposite ones here, and also say hi, how are you, and how. So basically, right now here, as you can see, our program now is on point because everything basically based on the program here is going accordingly. Now, let's say, for example, we use something else to hide the information. Let's say, for example, we didn't include a public here. We use private instead. If we use private, by definition, now all the members that have been defined outside before after the keyword of private, all of them now become privatized in the scope of the class. If you didn't control should be to compile the program, you'll see there are the syntax errors. Now the syntax errors now by their own means. If you go here to this line of code here, which means here, it says student display can access private members declared in a class scope. Because why? This guy right now, display and introduce, they're private. They're very private. No one can see them because now they're privatized deeply, which means their orientation or their functionalities now is being privatized in the scope of a class. As you can see now, as it means here. When you change this keyword now to public again now the public has access to use them basically on their own accord. So if it control should be again, compile the program, you'll see eventually that now the errors goes away. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about the difference here, but we'll speak about the private keyword in much more deeper context next video about how to use them and stuff. So just like a small intro about now how to use a public keyword in C++ with the class scope. So guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to comment down below, and also thank you for watching the video.